Check, 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 test, test, 1, 2, check, check, test, test, 1, 2. Talking to Brad because he's the only one who really wants to hear me. Check, check, test, test, check, test, testing, 1, 2, check.
Let me come back. Oh wait, she's right there. Are we all good? All right, thank you guys for coming for the hike presentation. We had 5 very deserving candidates this year. So before we do that, I would like Olivia to go ahead and give her reflection and wish her well. Before I start, I would like to have all the past youth hike coordinators come on up. So if you'd like to come this way. Okay, so if you guys would like to introduce yourselves, go right ahead. My name is Campbell, and hang on. So before you guys go, I just wanted to let you know that your work does not go unnoticed. What you did for hike was really amazing, and everybody really appreciates everything that you guys did. So thank you. And then that's all. You guys want to go return to your seats? Yes. Huh? Don't see what? Okay. Hi. I just wanted to start off by saying it's good to see everyone here today. I'll get right into it because I don't want to waste a minute. In the beginning of my year as youth hike coordinator, I honestly had no clue what to expect. I guess I can say I've come a long way from getting that call from Sam, letting me know what I'd be doing for the next year of my life. I knew that I wanted to do something for people, for Job's daughters, and for myself. I knew being youth hike coordinator would be a big role, and on top of that, halfway through my year, I would have to start planning my term as honored queen, working a job, and even school starting just next week. To put it lightly, this year had its ups and downs. In some ways, I felt like I wasn't able to raise enough money because of COVID, and I put myself down even when I shouldn't have. But on the positive side of that, I would like to say thank you to Mom Producky, Mom Campbell, and my own mom for being there in the moments when I needed it the most. Some of the things I did this year included the art auction. The DMLA hosted a hike for hike, where we went hiking on a hiking trail for hike, selling chocolate, and a tastefully simple party. Every penny raised this year meant a lot. I got many other donations from my Nana's funeral, my dad, and even my family friend who doubled the money made at the art auction. Not to mention my papa, who I think bought the most chocolate out of anyone I know. I also wanted to thank my Bethel 60 girls who were always there to buy chocolates and help me by just being there, as well as the other girls in the state of Wisconsin who were able to support me and help me through everything. In all, this year, I have raised over $3,000 for hike, and I couldn't be more proud. For the next youth hike coordinator, I hope you enjoy your time just as much as I did. Take advantage of the support you have, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Whenever I was able to travel and wear the sash and crown, I knew I was representing the girls, and I knew I was working hard to raise money for those who needed it, even if I didn't think I was doing much. So wear it with pride. Never doubt yourself, because what you're doing is important. As I usually do, I will leave you all with a quote. The amount of work you put into Joby's is what you will get out of Joby's. This is a quote my mom has told me countless times. Remember, the more effort, hard work, and time you put into something, the more you will feel rewarded for it. Respectfully submitted, Olivia Scharkenberger, Youth Hike Coordinator, Honored Queen of Bethel number 60, and Grand Bethel Choir Elect. So before we move on to the presentation of the new hike coordinator, I did receive an award from Supreme. So
right now, it's $1,000 cost, and then here is for Texas. So give her a round of applause. I'm gonna put that right now. I'll wait for that. Okay, so now for the announcement of this year's youth hike coordinator. Alrighty. Drum rolls, please. Wisconsin Youth Hike Coordinator 2021-2022, Ashley Hours, Bethel 77 in Kenosha. All right. Some cool stuff for you. So the first thing is this stuff. So I got you a box and a bracelet. And then that's what present. And then that is this. Dad Anderson and I would also like to present you with the certificate. Has something that I love to do, and then go with all the things that you're doing. You have several things. You want me to hold on to that? You want me to hold on to any of that? All right, thank you so much.
Just like she does. When this love knocks you down, I hope you get down on your knees, 'cause that's what I do. That's what I do when I pray just like she does. When this love knocks you down, I hope you get down on your knees, 'cause that's what I do. That's what I do when I pray. Just like she does. When this love knocks you down, I hope you get down on your knees, 'cause that's what I do. Just never could quite tell you no. Just like when you leave me alone. Take that new job into the city. I quit mine so we could be together. I can't forget the way you looked at me. Just to see you smile, I'd do anything. And you wanted me to, and all this said and done, I never count the cost. It's worth all that's lost just to see you smile. You said time was all you really needed. I walked away and let you have your space. Oh, leaving didn't hurt me near as badly as the tears I saw rolling down your face. And yesterday I knew just what you wanted when you came walking up to me again. So I told you that I was happy for you and given the chance I'd like you just to see you smile. I'd do anything that you wanted me to, and all is said and done, I never count the cost. It's worth all that's lost just to see you smile. Just to see you smile. I'd do anything that you wanted me to, and all is said and done, I never count the cost. It's worth all that's lost just to see you smile. Should I give up sunset or maybe gold morning? Should I look for rainbow or wait for the rain? Is happiness on the highway? Is it parked in the driveway? Should I lean on you, babe? Should you lean on me? Am I looking for comfort? Am I looking for anything? Am I looking for you? Am I looking the other way? I'm a little wild child in a haunted kitchen, caravan in an empty kitchen, bare feet on the top with my head up in the clouds. One heart going both directions, one love and a couple of questions, and my settling up, settling down, and my settling up, settling down. I could plant a pretty garden, just let myself down. Be a jet set Friday or a Sunday hometown club. I could stay a little lonely, really get to know me. Yeah, I could love a picket fence if it wrapped around the world. I'm a little wild child in a home kitchen, caravan in an empty kitchen, bare feet on the plow with my head up in the clouds. One heart going both directions, one love and a couple of questions, and I'm settling up, settling down. I'm a little wild child in a home kitchen, caravan in an empty kitchen, bare feet on the top with my head up in the clouds. One heart going both directions, one love and a couple of questions, and we're settling up, we're settling down. And we're settling up, settling down. Well, I wish I had some shoes on my two bare feet. And it's getting kind of cold and it's painted on cut-off jeans. I hate the way this bikini top shapes. Do I really have to wear it all day? I hear you over there on your tailgate whistling, saying, hey girl, but you know I ain't listening. Cause I got a name, and to you it ain't pretty little thing. Honey, your baby, it's driving me redneck crazy. Me and the girl in a country song. How in the world did it go so wrong? Like I was good for, looking good for you and your friends on the weekend, nothing more. We used to get a little respect. Now we're lucky if we even get. Climb up and you just keep our mouth shut right along. And leave a girl in a country song. Well, shaking my money maker ain't never made me a dime. And there ain't no sugar for you in this shaker of mine. Tell me one more time, you gotta get you some of that. Sure, I'll fly on over, but you're gonna get flat. These days it ain't easy being mad. Girl, this country song, how in the world did it go so wrong? Like I was good for, it's looking good for you and your friends on the
wanted more. We used to get a little respect. Now we're lucky if we even get. Climb up in the truck, keep our mouth shut and ride along. Be the girl in a country song. Oh no, I'm waiting.
Good afternoon and welcome to our Miss Wisconsin Job's Daughter pageant for the 2021-2022 year. We are so excited that we are able to do this in person and have all of you lovely people here today. To start off with, I would like to welcome our Grand Guardian and our Associate Grand Guardian to the stage. Good afternoon and welcome to our Miss Wisconsin Job's Daughter pageant for 2021-2022 year. We are so excited that we're able to do this.
So a bit of housekeeping, if you are up here on the mic, you can remove your mask. You just have to wipe it off with the standing wipes here and get your mask on as soon as possible. So thank you guys for coming out and attending. I know this hasn't been a weekend like we traditionally have, but I think that we made the absolute best out of what we had. And I think it's been a fantastic day. And congratulations to all the girls that are running and their families for supporting them. And of course, all the adults that have helped along the way. So good luck to our Miss, and thank you guys for coming.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. This will be a fun night. So let's get started.
And with that, I would like to have our Miss Wisconsin Job's Daughter come on down. Sarah Korducky is our Miss Wisconsin 2019-2021, and she is escorted by her sister, Jessica Korducky.
Welcome everyone to the 51st Miss Wisconsin Job's Daughters. So, without further ado, let's get started.
Hoping you take that jump.
Representing Bethel 21, Dana K, escorted by Michaela W. short. Hi, I'm Vanna, representing vessel number 21. And our soon-to-be Grand Vessel Senior Princess. Woo! Sorry, our pop quiz. A member of the Order of the Eastern Star doesn't know any young ladies, but would like to know how she can help Joby's grow. Other than going to meetings, what is one thing you can tell her? A little short, but so if a woman of the Eastern Star asked how she could help, even though she didn't know any girls, I would tell her, well, besides going to meetings, she could be a part of the council and just help out as much as she can and just have the Eastern Star give their like loyal support to our organization to help us thrive. Thank you. Representing Bethel 22, Esmeralda M, escorted by April P and Rita B. In the afternoon, right? Okay, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Esmeralda. Sorry, can't say my last name. Esmeralda. I'm from Bethel 22, and I'm 18 years old. Now, time for our pop quiz. A mom tells you she's not interested in turning her girls into princesses or queens. That's for fairy tales. She wants her girls to become strong women. What is one thing you can tell her? If a woman tells me that she doesn't want to make her children, her daughters, princesses, that's all right. Job's daughters isn't just princesses and queens. We're leaders, we're rulers, we're everything and above. We're family, we're friendship. That's all we give to them. Thank you, and that was Esmeralda representing Bethel 22. Representing Bethel 35, Catherine J, escorted by Dad Johnson.
Hi, my name is Catherine. I am representing Bethel 35 and I'm 17 years old.
A daughter comes to you for advice. She has to go to a Masonic meeting in her lodge to explain why they should start supporting her Bethel. What is one thing she should stress to them?
One thing a daughter should stress when going to a Masonic body for help is that we are the future, and our organizations can help fuel membership in other organizations. And so Job's Daughters can be a great help to you, just like you can be a great help to us. Thank you.
That was Catherine J. representing Bethel 35. And last but not least, representing Bethel 53, Tatiana H., escorted by Gabby H.
Hello, everyone. I'm Tatiana, and I am proud to be representing Bethel 53, and I'm also 19 years old.
Pick a card. One of your choice. Last question. A dad of 2 young girls came for a Friends Day. After the meeting, he said he thinks the girls won't want to join and sit through long, boring meetings. What is one thing you can say to keep them interested?
If a dad thought that the 2 girls would not be interested in the long, boring meetings, unfortunately, they are to be dealt with. But at the same time, Job's Daughters is not just about the meetings. It is about the friendship, the amazing organization, and how everything is built. And I would honestly say that there's so much more fun than boring. Thank you.
And that was Tatiana H. representing Bethel 53. Thank you, ladies. Let's get another round of applause. Those were wonderful and great answers, and you all did a wonderful job. First, I would like to thank Tom Stevens, the Junior Grand Warden, and Scott Polson, Grand Marshal, for helping our ladies up on a stage today. So thank you. Next, I would like to introduce our stage judges for today. As your names are, please rise. Gary Stain, Grand Master of Wisconsin. Patrick Learman, Associate Supreme Guardian. Diane Block, Supreme Guardian. Maureen Wise, Supreme, oh, sorry. Oh gosh. All right. Okay. I nearly said Supreme Guide again. She's not Supreme Guide. Oh my gosh. Vice. Okay, there was no V. So and okay, I'm running on no sleep right now, so my brain's not really working. So Maureen Wise, Vice Supreme Guardian. Thank you for all your help today and being able to make this pageant possible. And I would also like to thank the wonderful judges who were with us last Saturday. Our interview judges, Maureen Wise, Vice Supreme Guardian, Patrick Learman, Associate Supreme Guardian, and Doug Morehouse, Past Associate Guardian, and Past Associate Guardian. Sorry. Thank you. Our ritual judges, Beth Freud, Past Grand Guardian, Nancy Saggio, Past Grand Guardian, and Heather Collier, Past Grand Guardian. And for our rope judge, Aaliyah Ingram, Past Grand Bethel Honor Queen. And our tabulators, Heidi Belke, Past Grand Guardian, and Mike Allen, Past Associate Supreme Guardian. Our judges have been fantastic to work with this year, and we appreciate their willingness to give up their Saturday to make today run so smoothly. Thank you. Yeah. Now, on to what everyone is waiting for. To select our Miss Wisconsin Job's Daughter 2021-2022 today, each of our contestants will be asked a final question before this assembly. There will be a caucus of all the Bethels, and each Bethel present will cast a vote for Miss Wisconsin Job's Daughter. The contestants score from the written test, interview, ritual scores, stage presence, pop-up question, final question, and results of the caucus will be combined. Ladies, if I could ask you to exit the stage at this time, and we will see you back soon. Thank you. While we're waiting for me to be told that they're all ready, I will say a few llama jokes, and then if I know there's a girl, read to you what the final question is. So, what do you get when you cross a turtle and a llama? A turtleneck sweater. Okay, one more, and then are they good? And I can read the assembly. Okay. So, before we send the first daughter out, I will read to you all the final question. We all know that we need the next Miss Wisconsin Job's Daughter to help us promote our order, so that we can gain membership and avoid losing much that is near and dear to all of us. The advent of COVID has not made it any easier for Bethels to gain members, yet it has become a huge influence on our daily lives. What have you learned from COVID, and how can you use that to better promote Job's Daughter statewide? Are we ready to send out the first girl? Right, Vanna. I will read the question out loud. I will give you the card and you can reread it. Take as much time as you need before answering the question. We all know that we need the next Miss Wisconsin Job Daughters to help us promote our order so that we can gain membership and avoid losing much that is near and dear to all of us. The advent of COVID has not made it any easier for Bethels to gain members, yet it has become a huge influence on our daily lives. What have you learned from COVID and how can you use that to better promote Job Daughters' lives?
All right. So what I have learned from the COVID-19 pandemic is that we can adapt and like learn different things. So we can definitely use virtual meetings as a way to help grow our order. So like if there's a girl who cannot attend a meeting because let's say she's a little sick and doesn't want to get everyone else sick, she can still go virtually, and it can get girls further out from the like close Bethels to join, and like we can have more fun events online, and it's not it it's bad, but we can use it as good and just use the internet to help grow our order so we thrive. Thank you.
Thank you, Vanna. Send the next girl out. Esmeralda. I will read the question out loud. I will give you the card and you may read the question. Take as much time as you need and when you're ready to answer the question. Yes. We all know that we need the next Miss Wisconsin Job's Daughter to help us promote our order so that we can gain membership and avoid losing much that is near and dear to all of us. The advent of COVID has not made it any easier for Bethels to gain members, yet has become a huge influence on our daily lives. What have you learned from COVID and how can you use that to better promote Job's Daughters statewide?
COVID has affected us all, whether it be health problems, closing down our schools, learning from home, working from home, or losing your job completely. And it's also closed down opportunities, making families move away, which in turn loses membership in everything, whether it be Jolie Stingray or Girl Scouts. Like everything is declining steadily and rapidly at the same time, which how, I don't know, but it is. But at the same time, it's putting people back on the internet. It's bringing back the curiosity to look into other things. Look back at your family heritage. This past quarantine, I learned that my grandma crossed over the border 3 times, and just to see her uncle who was passing away. I did not know that. I didn't know that's why I'm in America now. Because of this, people with Masonic backgrounds can learn more about the Masonic heritage and learn more about Jovies. With COVID being such a big thing, obviously, we're all wearing masks and I can't see your face. I would love to see you all smiling or looking very mad at me, whichever one it may be. But yet, we still brought in younger girls at our Bethel, thankfully, through the persistence of Mom Hertzky, Summer Messer, who every single time they see me to pass down or clean, they're like, hey, do you have any kids? And thankfully, we've gotten 3 of them. We actually have a new one here with us. Hi, Maddie. I love bringing in new girls because here's the thing, I didn't see Joke's Daughters. I had no parents who could tell me about Joke's Daughters when it was big. I joined when my Bethel was under reorganization, and I left. And when I came back, it was still under reorganization. Coming back, we were able to bring it back from the reorganization that it was to a full functioning Bethel. And that is probably the best thing in the world to me right now. And I want to continue that. I want to promote more. I want to bring in more girls. I have so many promotional ideas, and I've had them for years. Summer Messer can attest to this. I usually sit her down and tell her about 20 different projects I'm thinking of. Because I want to have a full court of officers again. I want to see a room full. It's beautiful, and the floor work is even more gorgeous when there's more people there. That's what Joke's Daughters can be again.
Thank you, Esmeralda. Send the next. Is Catherine. I will read the question out loud. I will give you the card and you may read the question. Take as much time as you need, and when you are ready, we all know that we need the next Miss Wisconsin Job's daughter to help us promote our order so that we can gain membership and avoid losing much that is near and dear to all of us. The advent of COVID has not made it any easier for Bethel to gain members, yet it has become a huge influence on our daily lives. What have you learned from COVID, and how can you use that to better promote Job's Daughters statewide?
I learned from COVID how to quickly readjust plans and make changes to schedules because we were unable to attend in person. And I would apply that to Job's daughters because we are constantly meeting, because COVID is still around and we still need to be able to turn and make rapid changes in order to keep going farther. And these skills can continue to be used even without COVID because things happen like the weather, and we need to learn how to quickly improve and fix these problems. Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine. Now send us out our last contestant. Now entering is Tatiana. I will read the question out loud. I will give you the card and you may read the question and take as much time as you need. When you're ready, you can hand the question back to me. We all know that we need the next Miss Wisconsin, Job's daughter, to help us promote our order so that we can gain membership and avoid losing much that is near and dear to all of us. The advent of COVID has not made it any easier for Bethel to gain members, yet it has become a huge influence on our daily lives. What have you learned from COVID, and how can you use that to better promote Job's daughters statewide?
This past year, COVID has taught me a lot of things. It's made us all feel isolated, and especially since I couldn't see most of my beloved Bethel members in person. However, I lived for our virtual meetings and to see every one of their faces, even if it was through a screen. I believe that COVID has taught this whole organization how to be resilient through anything, how to be proper and hold ourselves with poise, and how to be a leader even in times of troubles. I also think that COVID has taught me how to promote because social media is a big thing nowadays. And with COVID, all we really had to turn to was social media. Obviously, in-person things to promote are important, but also getting out there on social media like Facebook and Instagram and inviting all our friends to join us, I view is really important. Thank you.
Tatiana, and great job, ladies. Let's give these girls a round of applause. At this time, I would like to make some further introductions. Our 2021 Pageant Committee, Kathy Sabanak, Chairman, Beth Davis, Lucretia Hines, Ronell Allen Kohler, Val Reevy, and Tylee Liddell. Oh my gosh, Tylee Liddell. Thank you all so much for making this night possible. I mean, look at this. This is amazing, and thank you for helping me make my visions come true. It means a lot. Thank you so much. Right, at this time, we will have some special recognitions. We'll be announcing the winners of the highest written test, highest ritual, and the Miss Wisconsin Congeniality. May I have the envelopes? Right. First, we'll be announcing the highest written test score. The recipient of the highest written test goes to Catherine Johnson. Next, the highest ritual. The recipient will be Esmeralda M. Oh, sorry, I forgot to. Now, our Miss Wisconsin Congeniality. We'll go to Tatiana H. At this time, we will have the caucus of the Bethels. I need your attention so I can explain the procedure for the caucus. There will be a 10-minute caucus of all Bethels, after which a delegate from your Bethel will report to the side door to Mom Savanac to cast your vote for your Bethel. Bethel Guardians, please be sure that the ballot is signed by your delegate and you or your designee. If this is not done, your vote will be voided. There will be one vote per Bethel attending the pageant. At this time, we will start our 10-minute caucus.
A lot of you might win it. It's like 25 the laps till you bust out of prison. Something's in the air, something's in the air. It's like that feeling when you're just about to kill it. Take your last shot, you know you're gonna hit it. Something's in the air, something's in the air. Something big, I feel it happening out of my control. Pushing, pulling, and it's grabbing me. Feel it in my bones like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Something big, I feel it happening. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Something big. It's like a feeling when you're about to win the medal, and you work so hard that you knew you wouldn't settle. Hands are in the air, hands are in the air. When they hear you when you thought they wouldn't listen, it's like an anthem that the whole world's singing. Hands are in the air, hands are in the air. Whoa. Something big, I feel it happening out of my control. Pushing, pulling, and it's grabbing me. Feel it in my bones like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Something big, I feel it happening. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Something big. Whoa, yeah, yeah. If we stomp our feet, the ground will shake. If we clap our hands, the walls will break. Yo, so loud, won't forget our names. 'Cause something big is happening. Take this rock inside and fire. Brings us up, we're feeling high. They can't tell us anything. Something big is happening. Something big, I feel it happening out of my control. Pushing, pulling, and it's grabbing me. Feel it in my bones like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Something big is happening. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Something big, I feel it happening. Oh.
Hi. Oh. I am having a fantastic. You have 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Yeah, I will. That's my resume. One minute, 45 seconds. Start making your way back to your seats, please. One minute. All right. Time is up, everybody, and please start heading back to your seats. Okay. All right. All set. All right, presentations. So, a few presentations actually. Would all the Jobies who were initiated during my term please stand? So we're here today. All right. And stay standing. All right. During these past 2 years, I was able to attend a few in person until, things happened, and we had some virtual initiations. So I was giving each daughter who was initiated a little llama to remember the year that they were initiated. But unfortunately, virtually, I can't really hand them a llama through the screen. That would be pretty cool, but you can't really do that. So at this time, I will, there's in the boxes over there, there's little llamas. I will put them on the edge of the stage, and if you were initiated during the past 2 years and did not receive a llama, you can finally go and grab it. I'm so excited that you girls are here today, and I can't wait for you all to come to many more jamborees. If there was, yeah. If you find out that any other girls did not receive them, please let me know, and I would love to give them one. So, next thing. Two years ago, I wanted to create a sort of incentive for the girls that would promote traveling, but also let the girls kind of keep track of their memories throughout the years. So I created a Joby passport. It was going pretty well, but the passport was made to be in person. So when quarantine happened, it was very difficult for it to be effective. And so we did some adjustments, and for virtually as well, but still it's kind of not as effective as it could be. But I saw a lot of girls participating in it, and thank you so much to all the girls that read through it. Hopefully some of you had stamps, and in the future, hopefully it can be used to get Joby bucks. And I was going to, if there was a scoring system to it. But because we didn't have many of the last pages sent to us, I wanted to give each of the girls a little memento, which is in front of the pageant board. It says take one. It's a little prize, cute little prize. There's straws, tattoos. Please, girls, take one as a little gift token. But I wanted to, kind of somebody who went out of their way to participate these past 2 years. I want to recognize. She was literally everywhere. You could not escape her, even if you tried. She was the last one to leave every meeting and the first one to put a smile on everyone's faces. She literally, I don't think I went to one thing where she wasn't participating. So I have a special award for somebody. It is called the Virtual Travel Superstar Award. And it is dated 2019-2021 to Hope A. One last presentation. Contestants, Please rise. At this time, I would like to give you your participation awards and your little charms. So, thank you girls for all your hard work. So excited for you all. My resume. Oh my gosh, am I gonna already start crying? Oh, long day. Well, here we are 2 years later. A lot has happened these past 2 years, and I have no idea where to even begin. I've learned so much, and how can I possibly fit 2 years of memories, travels, events, and much more into one speech? It's a little overwhelming, so if I miss anything, just know I'm so thankful for everything, and please bear with me, especially if you've heard me say some of these things before. I would like, yeah, I said that without even realizing my next line is, you may have heard me say this before already, but I would like to share it again. In June of 2014, my 6th grade teacher had us all write a letter to our future self. This letter was to be mailed to us when we graduated. We wrote about things we did during the year, our friends, what we wanted to do when we grew up, and some of our goals. Well, last year when I graduated, I got it in the mail. I wrote a lot of funny things and crazy goals, like going to the Olympics for badminton. I don't even know how to play badminton. But one part made me proud. It read, in the future, I want to do many things with Job's daughters. First, I want to become honor queen, then become high coordinator, then Miss Wisconsin Job's daughter, and finally Miss International Job's daughter. For as long as I have known what Job's daughters is, I've wanted to be Miss Wisconsin. Ever since I was an annoying 6-year-old, I've looked up to the state leaders and wanted to be like them someday. But that someday always seemed so far away. In the meantime, all I could do was follow my sister around everywhere and be that crazy little 2B. I loved to travel and was very active from a young age. It was something different than anything else I have done before. And finally, on August 15th, 2011, 2 days after my 10th birthday, Ashton, Angela, and I were finally initiated into Bethel 76, while my sister Jessie was honor queen. A couple years later, in 2016, I became honor queen of Bethel 76 for the first time. And a few months later, I became the youth high coordinator, accomplishing some of the goals and having a great time. Time went by fast and quickly. I was approaching the last years of high school. As I started getting older, I started to second guessing myself. I always have seen the Miss and the Grand Bethel Honor Queen as mature, poised young women and looked up to them for that. For a while, I didn't feel like I was capable of representing like these girls always did, and I didn't see it in me, and I didn't think I was good enough. I finally told myself I can't give up on my goals just because I doubt myself. I love this organization and have always dreamed of this opportunity. I started studying and preparing as much as I could, and soon enough, was August 17th, 2019. Cannot see anymore. And my great friend Savannah crowned me as the 50th Miss Wisconsin Joke's Daughter, 2019-2020. That was the biggest and best moment of my life at that point. I couldn't believe I was actually living a dream of mine. I did it. I was so excited to work with Ashton, one of my closest friends, as my partner in crime, and travel as much as possible, and be able to represent Wisconsin Joke's Daughters during the 100th year celebration in Omaha, Nebraska. Right away, I wanted to get started. In September, I traveled to as many Bethels as I could, with Mom Bertram, the Grand Guardian at the time, and Dad Newling, the Associate Grand Guardian at the time. I had a lot of promotional and fun ideas to include the girls. I was having a great time going to as many events and installations and started to get my ideas into motion. Overall, things were doing great, not just with Jobies, but with life. It was my senior year. I was doing good in school. I was in shape. I was singing in my school's a cappella group. My dance team won conference for the first time, and I was able to be captain and was chosen as the MVP of my team. I was in a good place. But then I began to worry. I saw what was happening on the other side of the world and knew it was only a matter of time until we'd be having problems. March came around and things didn't look great. When my choir's trip to Branson got canceled, that's when I knew nothing I was looking forward to or planning would be guaranteed. Then March 13th came along and our 2 weeks of staying home never ended. All our lives stopped and things began disappearing in front of our eyes. No multi-state, no track season, no graduation, and then sadly, no Supreme. I was devastated. I felt like my aspirations in life were being crushed. As soon as all of these exciting events were finally approaching, one by one they were taken away. I thought I'd never get the chance to live out my dream, but luckily I was wrong. I was given the opportunity of a second year in hopes of the pandemic to subside and to be able to travel and attend Supreme. I knew that even though there were many disappointments, I had to try and remain positive and adapt as much as possible. We all slowly adapted to the virtual world. In the summer of 2020, I started the Wisconsin Joke's Daughters News Network to keep everybody updated and continued my passport project to promote traveling when possible and virtual travel, which became the way of the world. Our members were resilient and adaptive. Wisconsin had our first ever virtual grand session in July where Mom Reevy and Dad Collier went in as Grand Guardian and Associate Grand Guardian. We later had a parade for both Mom Bertram, Mom Reevy, and Dad Collier, which was a lot of fun. In cars, just so you know. September 2020 came along, and I started my first year at college at UW-Milwaukee, where I lived on campus. I was excited but nervous for many reasons. Luckily, at the end of September, things were looking up and we were able to have Grand Bethel Day in person, where Ashton and Savannah got to have their special day. It was so nice to finally see everyone again, and everyone was so cheery. Throughout the fall, I tried my best to keep up with life and make videos and show everyone a positive side of me. But I was struggling with everything. I've always had a little bit of a rough time in school, but this was far beyond what I could have imagined. Having learning deficiencies and ADHD, I wish I could see, that I don't know how to manage made online learning almost impossible. I wanted to do as many other things for you girls as much as possible, but I felt like I kept failing. I was having panic attacks every day silently in my dorm room, feeling like a failure. Then I got the thing I was trying to avoid the most, COVID. I had to isolate by myself for 2 weeks and miss the in-person exemplification and getting to see everyone. I have silently been struggling with depression and anxiety ever since I was young. had never experienced this level of pain and disappointment in myself before. Those 2 weeks were absolutely horrible, and I had hit my breaking point. After my quarantine, I decided that my health is more important than school, and it can wait. I could finally give you girls the time that I wanted and start truly living one of my dreams again. I'm gonna clean up. Oh, you, not your handkerchief. Okay, thank you. He said it was. Alright. Thank you. Alright. You, Wisconsin Job's Daughters, inspired me so much this year. Your creativity showed when you made Zoom events and friends days. I loved attending, and it was great to see Job's Daughters from all over the state being able to connect with each other, even if it was online. Even though it was through a screen, seeing you all brought me so much joy. In January, I was lucky enough to be able to attend every Bethel's installation online, something that probably wouldn't be possible without the virtual world. During this time as well, I began putting together little Sunday get-togethers. I wanted a time where we could all just meet for fun and to be with each other's company virtually. I put together activities like movie nights, scavenger hunts, trivias, and I truly had a great time doing this, and I hope the girls that attended, you all did too. It was also really fun to watch how the games would bring out Mom Reeves and Hope's competitive side. May had arrived, and in-person meetings began again. It was so great being able to actually see people at Grand Session this year. After a tough year, we came together to give all our love and appreciation to Mom Reevy and Dad Collier, as well as our current Grand Guardian, Associate Grand Guardian, Mom Cadett, and Dad Anderson. I attended as many installations as I could, and I truly am so happy that I was able to do the thing I loved again, which was to be with you all. As I prepared for Supreme, all the love and support I received was truly so amazing. Thank you all to everyone who came to my reception as well. I had such a great time, and all your well wishes warmed my heart. I've been studying and working hard for many months. After waiting 2 years, I finally had the honor to represent Wisconsin at the 50th Miss International Pageant in the 10th Supreme Session. My dreams came true that week, but not in the way that I expected. Here's a little backstory. When I was 9 years old, I attended my first Supreme Session in St. Louis. That was my first time ever experiencing Job's Daughters outside of Wisconsin. Meeting Jobies from around the world was such a life-changing experience. Once I met the Supreme Bethel Honor Queen and Miss International Job's Daughter, and learned that they got to travel around the world, getting to experience how unique each jurisdiction is, and had the honor of representing our beautiful organization around the world. I knew that was my dream and would be the biggest honor of my life. I never thought the Supreme Bethel Honor Queen was attainable for me because I've never been lucky or successful in the luck of the draw. I knew I wanted to be Miss Wisconsin someday, so I thought the only way I could have some chance of being able to live out my dream was to someday and somehow win Miss International Job's Daughter. So that was my goal because it felt slightly more attainable. Supreme Session finally had arrived, and I was not feeling confident on how I did for Miss International Job's Daughter. I was scared I ruined any chance that I had. I was exhausted once the Supreme Bethel meeting came. Those early meetings are rough, especially as I am not a morning person. Well, I definitely woke up when Gabi pulled the card out of the bucket, that's the word, and the state of Wisconsin was called for Supreme Bethel Honor Queen. My heart was pounding, and I felt frozen in disbelief when my name was called. The next hours and days were a whirlwind. Words cannot describe the amount of love I felt as I was flooded with congratulations, and I still got to proudly represent the state of Wisconsin in the Miss International pageant. With the ability to breathe, knowing that I had already made my state proud. Although the wording of the title may not be the exact same thing as what I wrote when I was 12 years old, the life-changing experience that I was looking for was still there. And I did it. Before I start my thank yous, I want to say that it's impossible to fit in this resume 2 years worth of thank yous to all the people who helped me this year. To everyone who has supported me over the past 2 years with their love, kindness, and hospitality, please know that words cannot describe how much I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Again, thank you to the pageant committee for literally making today possible. It has been stressful, but I'm so glad we are all here. And a huge shout out to all the girls and parents who helped us set up the pageant stage last night. You made it go by so much quicker and with less stress. Thank you for all your help. To my promotion chairs, Mom Producky, Mom Reevy, Dad Reevy, and Mom Hines. Thank you so much for working with me these past 2 years and making my crazy ideas possible. Even though a lot of them may not have been able to happen because of unforeseen circumstances, we tried to be as creative as possible, and I just cannot thank you enough for literally doing anything for me. Ooh. To my 3 grand guardians and associate grand guardians, not many people can say that. Mom Bertram, Mom Reevy, and Mom Caddis. I forgot to typo, sorry. Thank you for always being there to support me when I need help and to answer all my questions. You are all so great and help the girls in any way possible. Thank you so much for continuing your love for Job's daughters and helping these girls. To my home Bethel, 76. Thank you for dealing with me, because it's been how many years? It's been over 10 years, and I was not an easy child to deal with. Ask anyone who knew me when I was, they probably could have told me I had ADHD sooner than any professional did. Just saying. You all became my home and have taught me so many things, and I cannot thank you enough for your continued support and sharing me with the state. To all my partners in crime, Ashton and Savannah, and my other state officers I got to be with, Sam, Olivia, and April. I'm so glad I have been able to spend a portion of my 2 years with you, and you girls have made me so proud. To my family. Little backstory, real quick. Me and my sister Jessie, she probably doesn't remember this, were fighting one day by the computer. Because I wanted to go on and she wanted to go on, but Mom was on. So we were fighting. Mom was ignoring us, but then she came to Jessie and was like, hey, this organization I was in when I was a girl is having something coming up. Do you want to come and see it? And she's like, sure. And then we continued fighting. Little did I know that literally changed my life. Without my sister joining, I don't think I would be here today. I can't thank my family enough. Each one of you are so strong and so supportive. There's so much I could say, and I know I'm a little pain in the tuchus, but I truly do love you. You are all so strong with feeling so much. And mom, oh my gosh, this woman fighting stage 4 breast cancer still showed up to every single meeting just because she wanted to be with her girl. That fight at the computer changed our life. And I don't think that you realized when we joined that we would be this involved, did you? No, she didn't know what she got herself into. I'm already, they have done so much for me, and I just don't say I love you and appreciate and see all that you do enough. And I'm sorry for that, but thank you from the bottom of my heart. Ugh. To our beautiful Miss Wisconsin candidates, I'm so proud of you all. You have all shown so much poise and confidence and are truly a representation of what a leader is to be. All of you are so deserving, and I cannot wait to see all that you do in this organization. To the next Miss Wiss, you are about to experience the most crazy but amazing year of your life. It goes by quick. I remember the day I won. I was thinking to myself, I have so much time, but I know that a year from now, it's gonna feel like a snap. Little did I know it's 2 years, but it felt even quicker somehow. Please live every single moment to the fullest. And Wisconsin is going to be proud of you no matter what. They have given me so much love and support, and I know that they will give you just as much and more back. This past year really had me thinking about life. I began to think of moments, events, people who have helped shape me into who I am today. Almost everything that made me who I am today is because of Joe's Daughters. I finally realized how much this organization has been a part of my life and a part of me. I can't imagine where I would be without it. Growing up, I always had a hard time fitting in, but somehow when I came here, I felt like I belonged. Everyone welcomed me with warm arms, and I truly felt like I had a place that I could call home. It was the one place that I felt welcome and could come to and really feel like I was being seen. This organization is so much different than anything else you can experience in your life. There's sporting events that you can do, different clubs. I've done them, but they don't give you these experiences and opportunities that anything else can. You can't learn these lessons anywhere else. And this truly makes our organization so unique. This past year, so many girls went out of their way to truly change and push Job's Daughters into the 21st century with technology. This year has been hard for everyone, but Job's Daughters finally took that leap that we are able now to have virtual Bethels. I remember many years ago, about 2016, they were talking about maybe starting virtual Bethels, and everyone thought, how is that possible? Well, we know that it is now. This creates so many opportunities for not only Job's Daughters in Wisconsin, but Job's Daughters around the world. Daughters that leave for college, girls that don't have a Bethel close to them that's hours away can have a Bethel and finally experience these new unique lessons and life-changing experiences. To the Job's Daughters of Wisconsin, thank you for being my family and inspiring me to push myself in any way, shape, or form. Thank you for truly giving me a home and always supporting me no matter what. Each one of you girls out here tonight are an asset to my life. Each one of you has affected me individually, and you all have so much potential in you. To you girls out there thinking, I'm not good enough for this, I can't do that. You can. I had to go through the same mindset as you. But if this is what you want, if this is your dream, or if you just want to do this for fun, do it. The future is in all of your hands, and I cannot wait to see what you girls do with it. Turning 20 years old is weird. I was just 15, and I am just so lucky and so grateful to be able to be given another year and a life-changing opportunity of being Supreme Bethel Honor Queen. There's so much I could say and just so much love and support that I need to give back, but I don't even know where to start. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything. And thank you for now sharing me with the world. As I continue my last and final journey in Job's Daughters International, thank you for supporting me through everything. And I cannot wait to see what my time has to come as Supreme Bethel Honor Queen. Respectfully submitted, Sarah Productive. This just got.
If I'm being real, do I speak my truth or do I filter how I feel? I wonder, wouldn't it be nice to live inside a world that isn't black and white? I wonder what it's like to be my friends. Hope that they don't think I'll forget about them. I wonder. Right before I close my eyes, the only thing that's on my mind, been dreaming that you lead me to. I wonder what it's like to be loved by you. Yeah, I wonder what it's like. I wonder what it's like to be loved by you. Why I'm so afraid of saying something wrong. I never said I was a saint. I wonder, when I cry into my hands, I'm conditioned to feel like it makes me less of a man. And I wonder someday it'll be.
I just want to say, even though these past 2 years have been a struggle and I've went through a lot, I'm just really happy that now I can think back to it, and I'm really happy these last 6 months and really see this past 2 years as something positive instead of something that didn't go as planned. So thank you for making that possible. I thank you all so much. All right. At this time, may I please have all the past Miss Wisconsin Job's Daughters come up on the stage. May you introduce yourself, starting all the way on my right. Yeah.
I have to use my big girl voice in a little bit. So, Savannah Hart, Miss Wisconsin, Job's Daughter, 2018-2019.
Would all the contestants please rise? We know that the work of Miss Wisconsin, Job's Daughter, is crucial to promoting our order. The four of you have shown that you care deeply for Job's Daughters. And so, the girl chosen today as the new Miss Wisconsin, Job's Daughter, will know she may call on you to help her in her endeavors. May I have the envelope? Miss Wisconsin, Job's Daughter, 2021-2022 is Esmeralda M. Keeping and crowning.
Hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the water rises, you build a wall. Hope when the crowd screams out, screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay. Hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad. Man, the only way you can know, you give it all you had. And I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain. Hope when the moment comes, you'll say, I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did. Yeah, with every broken bone, I swear I lived. Hope that you spend your days, that they all add up. And when that sun goes down, hope you raise your cup. Oh, I wish that I could witness all your joy and all your pain. But until my moment comes, I'll say, I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. I saw so many places.
Miss Wisconsin, Job's Daughter, 2021-2022.
I swear I live. swear I live every broken bone. I swear I.
Thank you everyone for attending the pageant tonight. We ask that you please remain seated until the contestants have left the room. After the contestants have left the room, we will be resetting the room in preparation for today's grand buckle installation. Thank you, ladies!